All right, guys, what's going on? This is What Are You Doing? So today I'm gonna talk a little bit about just a very little bit about Kevin Samuels on on a topic that he brought up a whole lot. Um, this right here is blackdemographics.com is one of the places that he often told people to go to look at the statistics that he talked about all the time. I'm there. I'm going to talk about some of the things that he talked about and basically what he was trying to do while he was living. Um, so first of all, I don't know a whole lot about Kevin Samuels, but I will say that I know a little bit, and I will say and I will talk about some of the things that I know just personally that I know about this man. Now, I will say that um, a lot of people didn't like the way he came across. Some women, and this is just the things that I've heard on his videos and different stuff, that he came across as arrogant. Um, he he hated women. It was just a lot of negative that people talked about this man. And I will say this, guys. Um, nah, he wasn't someone, in my opinion, and all of this is my opinion. He wasn't someone that I felt would have would have just been in any type of clique. He was a wealthy man, and I've heard people say he was broke and all this kind of stuff. Just so you guys know, you can always check, you can always Google uh, people like this. You can always Google their net worth. And when Kevin Samuels passed away, he had just an estimate. I'm just going by what was on excuse me, what was on what is it, Google, that he was worth about $3.5 million. Now it may be more, it may be a little less. You know, you just but for one thing, guys, I knew the man. Well, he wasn't broke, okay, and he was very entertaining to some people. If you called that show, if you was a woman that called that show, to me, it was you was looking for advice. He was there to kind of give you the rundown on some of the things that you needed to take care of and some of the things. See, I do know a lot of women did not like him talking about their weight and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think nobody cares cares too much about somebody talking about their weight. If that's a sensitive thing to you, then you have to do something about it. I mean, you can't get mad if someone is telling you this is what men that make this kind of money want. And listen, women that are in shape, and I'll say this, guys, just remember when you was in your early 20s or your teens, when you was in shape, you never thought about fat and all this other kind of stuff. And it was just one of those things that women truly hated and did not like for him to talk about. Um, but when you're talking about men that he called high value men, when you talked about those men, I mean, come on, ladies. This is what these guys look for. I said this in my last video. This is what these guys look for. But today I'm going to talk about average men, and I'm going to start talking about average men more. Just the way Kevin Samuels talked about high value men, I'm going to talk about average men. So basically, what Kevin Samuels was trying to do, and I hear stuff about he was killed, and I don't know nothing about all of that, but it wouldn't surprise me because, like I said, man, every time we get someone that actually starts hitting on problems that's going on in this world and that's going on in this country, whenever people start, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, whenever they start hitting on things in different things that's going on in this society to make it better for black people, they always end up dead. So I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy person. I don't believe in none of that crap. Um, don't know officially what happened to him. All I know is he had a heart attack. Okay, so a little bit more about Kevin Samuels. This is the point that I want people to know in this video. If you watch this video, the point that Kevin Samuels was trying to make is women. Look, if you're a woman that makes $100,000 a year, there shouldn't be a block in your mind that says I can't respect him because he makes 40,000. If you respect this man, and he often brought up Hispanic, Mexican women and Mexican men. He brought this up because if you understand a Mexican woman, and you're going to see this in the coming years, guys, this is going to you're going to see this a lot more because Hispanic and Mexican people are moving up, especially here in Texas. They are moving up. These people are hard workers, just like we are. We're hard workers. Uh, we're made to look lazy. There's just as many white people, lazy white people out there as there are in anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing: most people, if feel like for me, if I was a white person, and I'm not saying this is why I'm not where I want to be. All I'm saying is, if I was a white person, there will be more opportunities. And if anybody, if you don't like that, don't ever watch. I don't care if you don't watch my channel. This is what it is. And this is one of the reasons why Kevin Samuels was definitely trying to get black people to understand that we need to be together. A black man with a black woman. Not And when you see Hispanic Mexican people, some of them will cross over. Some of the Mexican men will deal with black women, but that's very little. That's truly very little. You don't see a lot of black men or black women with Mexican men. You don't see a whole lot of Mexican women with black men. It's just not plentiful. Now, here in Texas, you're going to see it more in the coming years because you got to realize these kids that are coming up now, they don't see those racial blocks. They won't see that until they get older. They really won't see it until when you from kindergarten to high school, you may see a little bit of prejudice going on, and you may even see it in the schools. But you're not exposed to a lot of this. Well, it may be different now that these kids have cameras and they have um they have these cell phones where you can see anything. So it may be different. I don't know. But I'm suspecting and I'm expecting that in the coming years we will get to see that these races, even whites, uh, Chinese people, Vietnamese people, Indian people, because these kids go to school together, they don't see life the way the way uh, the way it was in the 50s and 60s because they're all mixing together. So we're definitely going to see differences. So what Kevin Samuels was trying to do was say, listen, people, I don't care about your income. I don't care uh about your how much you make versus what you make. A woman should not, and a woman should not feel like she is doing somebody a favor because you're calling yourself settling for an average man, an average black man. And I'm only talking about black men and black women. There's no reason in the world that a black woman that's making $100,000 a year to look down on a man that's making $42,000 a year. Now, he's probably making 42,000. There's reasons why people make the money that they make. Guys, let me explain something to y'all. And I'm gonna say this with all sincerity. I'm not a butt kisser on no jobs. I just don't do it on no job I've been. And let me explain something to you about a black man that don't kiss butt on a job. Let me explain this to you. Because I don't, I'm looked at as a person that is not, you know, it's not the go along to get along guy. Like I said in some of my other videos, I have two other channels. I'm not that type of person. I don't care who you are. I'm gonna respect you like a man as long as you respect me like a man. As far as me kissing your butt, I'm coming to work. I'm coming to do my job. All the rest of that foolishness, I don't hear it. Leave me out of it. And listen, that's not a way to. He's just an outcast. Or what. I never felt like an outcast. But I know how to handle myself on jobs, and I do know I'm not kissing no butt for a job. It has been multiple times that I could have moved up in companies. You know what I'm saying? But I believe in what I believe in. it's not that I'm hostile about anything. I just don't play those type of games because I see guys doing this, and I just have other opinions about these type of things. I'm not going to my boss, and I'm not no yes man. Ain't never been a yes man in my life. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised to to be fair with all people. Black, white, Mexican, Chinese, it doesn't matter what your race is to me. If you treat me fairly, I'm going to treat you fairly. It all comes down to my manhood and the way that I was raised and the way that I respect myself and the way I respect others. So getting back to Kevin Samuels. And here's the thing, guys. I'm getting ready to go over this black demographics. But the man basically was just trying to get women mainly to understand that, listen, if you're and I'll go over this again. If you're making 100,000, he's making 40, that's $140,000 household. That, I mean, listen, but women have to understand that you're going to treat him as the man, as if he was making 100,000. Women have to get over the fact that, okay, because you're making more money, you think you run the show. And listen, I'm not saying this in a negative way because, like I said before, my wife, I treat my wife with the utmost respect. She get up and go to work every day. She work a couple jobs. I'm just be honest with y'all, and I'm just saying, and she don't have to work the second one, but she work a second job. I mean, look, all I'm saying to you is there's no disrespect there. But when women coming out the gate because of college and all this other stuff, when they come out the gate talking about we're not equals, he's not on my level, any black man that you come across, you could never really look down on him and say, oh, he's and listen, there's lazy people. Listen, there's all types of different things that go on in relationships. Yes, there's lazy people. There's people that have mental issues and all this other kind of stuff. I get it. I truly get it. But this is what he was trying to break down. He was trying to get women to understand that you okay, you're it's a good possibility you're not going to get a high value man. What's the big thing in uh being able to work with a man? Okay, being able to work with him, and at some point, most men, as they age, the income goes up. It goes up. So that's what he was trying to do. Now to get to this black demographics uh page that I'm on right here. Now, and I know he didn't pull that stuff up a lot, but he did give you the information to go. And what I'll do is I'll link this in the description so that way you guys can go and look at it. It starts off with population, it's got households, economics, education, and then they have more. Let me click on more. Okay, so they have culture. I mean, it's everything in here. Okay, and they also have the support black demographics. You can help our case with only $1.99 a month. They're not paying me for this, guys. This is actually my first time on on this site. Um, $1.99 is not a lot. Like I said, I don't get paid from them for saying this. This is just what I wanted to do in my video today. So weekly. So this is weekly earnings. African American weekly earnings from 16 to 24 is showing 648. All other races 714. Guys, we are pretty much the lowest on the totem pole, and we have done a lot in this country, and we have done a lot to fix a lot of things in this country. Let's see. Let's go to okay. So they break it down by years. So if you look at the years here, up to 25 to 54, you're talking about 1,014 versus all other races 1,247. Let's see here. Let's go down to median household income. There's a section that I want to show that just what I was saying and just what Kevin Samuels was preaching as far as a black man getting with a black woman and making it happen. Money is money. Okay. Money is just what it is. It's money. But there has to be a respect for that man for everything to work. Because we as men, we do a lot and it may not seem that way uh most days, but for me, I'm gonna do it with anything I have to do to protect my wife. You know what I'm saying? And to protect my family. That's just plain and simple. That's just what it is. That's one of the things that I have to do as a husband, and I will do. Household family median incomes, household income for blacks is 51,374. For whites, it's 80,404. And anybody who have a comment about these statistics, I'm not gonna tell you. Leave a message in the I'm about to say in the description, but leave a message in the comment section, and that way I can go to different outlets and mediums to be able to see what these demographics are and what these numbers are. I mean, they're not going to change that much. Yeah, and they may change a little, but it's not going to be significant. Um, Married couple family. Look at right here. So median household income is 51,374 for black. For white is 80,404. Married couple family, 94,969. Now, and for a white family, you got 114,000. Um, Single mother. Here we go. Here we go, guys. This is what I was talking about. Single mother family, 41,000. White single mother family, uh, you got 53,000. Single father family, 55,000. And on the white uh, family, single father family is 69,000. So guys, if you're looking at 96,000 right here, it says 94,000 for the couple. Just understand, just understand if you live within your means, you will be able to do all right. If you live within your means, you can't be riding around in a Jaguar. Listen, these expensive cars are just for people that make that money. I mean, look, if you can't afford, if you can barely afford a $20,000 car, why would you go out and try to get a $60,000 car when all you and your wife is bringing in is $100,000 a year, $95,000 a year? That's crazy. That's just crazy. But people do it. People do it because yeah, I hear people say, "Oh, only live once." You only live once, but you got to realize you have kids too. If you have kids, and it's if you have kids, you have something that you want to leave to your kids. I do. I want to leave stuff for my kids and my grandkids. Okay, it may not be much, but I do want to. So so I'm working today to be able to leave some stuff first for my wife, then my kids, and then my grandkids. And hopefully that can happen. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? So this is some of the things that Kevin Samuels was talking about. Men working full time, 50,000. Women working full time, 44,000. And on the white side, you see the numbers. You see the numbers. Let's see. Median household income, we have this 51,374, and all is 74. Let's see some household income, households with retirement income. Okay, so I don't want to go over that. I don't want to go over that. Individual black income. Okay, now they're starting to talk about wages by education. Okay, so one of the things that like I said, I don't agree 100% with everything that Kevin Samuel says. Now, as far as the schooling thing is concerned, I guess because the women that was just say the women that was in the 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s, a lot of those women didn't go to college. They were at home. They were able to be at home with the children, help, mainly raise the children, and dad went out and did what he needed to do to take care of the family. But of course, guys, you realize that times have changed. Um, and women are going to college more. I don't have an issue with a woman going to college. The only thing I have an issue with is if you go to college and you get your degree and all of that stuff, you understand, you have to understand that there's still part that you have to play in the family. And once again, like Stephen Samuels talked about, uh, uh, you should be prepared to have the children and to raise the children. And listen, I get it. Today, we all have just harder jobs. A woman that done went to school, she's working, She's coming home and doing different stuff in the house and all. And that, guys, listen, as a man, I do help my wife around the house. I actually do the cooking. You know what I'm saying? I actually do the cooking. She do majority of the cleaning. I mean, look, whatever works for you and your family is what it is. And I know some men gonna be like, oh man, I'm not cleaning up nothing in the house and I'm not doing this and that. Listen, dude. If you don't make enough money, if you don't make enough money to hire people to help and do all this other stuff, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. I just feel like you shouldn't you shouldn't think that this woman is gonna do everything. Then we talk about the guys that he's a beta and he listen, guys, listen. If you get in a man face and talk that foolishness, there's no telling what's gonna happen. Because guys, we can get on these videos and talk and say 100 million things and say 100 different things that we are and will do and all this other kind of stuff. It's not worth it until you're in the face of another man and you're able to talk and then say because men don't we don't do that. Men will get on these videos and I'm talking about people that's actually typing in the comments and they make these comments, but you know in the streets you're not gonna make that comment. You're not gonna get in a man face and say that. And so what I ask is, man, be understanding, be courteous on these comments and stuff like that. Basically, we're all trying to help each other, man. It's not about that foolishness. I don't like the foolishness. But when I talk about the things that I talk about and I'm gonna be talking about in the future, man, I just want some conversation so we can get these things, we can talk about these things and we can finally, hopefully, get ourselves together to where we can make it. You know what I'm saying? Black man, black woman, create a family and do good in this country. That's all I'm about. So anyway, guys, I hope y'all like this video. I know this is a little small. Y'all see me in a little box in the corner. That's because I wanted to pull up this blackdemographics.com. And like I said, I'll leave this link in the description. Y'all like, comment, share my video. Talk to y'all on the next one.